All right, let's jump back outside at another live look over at Galveston. All quiet in the Gulf tonight, but Tim, you're continuing to keep a close eye on the tropics as we get closer and closer to the peak of hurricane season.
Yeah, we're about a week out from the peak on September 10th, September 11th, and we've got Larry out there, still a major hurricane, Category 3, 125-mile-an-hour winds, still in the middle of the Atlantic, not an imminent impact to anybody. It may pass just to the east of Bermuda as we get on towards the middle to end of this week as a Category 2 with winds of 110 miles an hour. Now, we also have one tropical wave that's been sitting pretty much over the Yucatan. It's going to drift its way northwards in the coming days into the open Gulf. Very warm waters, marginally conducive atmosphere there for it to develop, so about a 30% chance of that occurring as we go forward. So what do the models see with this? They're kind of all over the place. Remember, we don't have a closed center of circulation, so they're not really locked on to anything at the moment, so they're kind of just guessing. But I want you to take note of what happens when some of these do trek to the north. They kind of run into a wall and then spread out in either direction. That's because we're going to have a ridge building over the Rockies. A front dropping into our area, a weak front that's going to bring our shower chances tomorrow, and then it's going to linger along the coastline there. And as that moisture runs up against it, likely going to bring a pretty big heavy rainfall threat to the Gulf Coast, most likely to our east out in Louisiana and portions of Florida, areas that don't need it after seeing all that rain and bad weather, obviously, from Hurricane Ida just about a week ago. Temperatures right now in the mid-90s. It's hot, it's toasty. Feels like it's in the low 100s right now, and not much relief from any thunderstorms. We had a few very isolated ones, and that's pretty much the trend through the rest of the evening. Watch to the north. Clouds begin to increase overnight tonight, and then that weak front sags south. So by tomorrow morning, we could have a few rumbles of thunder waking you on up before sunrise, and those showers stay with us right through late morning. They linger into the afternoon as well, keeping temperatures a little bit less hot in the low 90s for highs. Then I think by the evening hours, we'll see at least the northern areas clear out. Could have a few more storms hugging along the coastline. Those storms that do develop will likely be slow movers, so the threat is there for some marginal flooding potential, especially to the south and southeast as we get into tomorrow night. So your Labor Day forecast, again, showers and storms out there. I think they drop in terms of widespread coverage by the afternoon and evening. In the morning, looks like a little more widespread, especially before the sun comes up. And the rest of the 7-day forecast, it gets hot through the rest of the week. With that ridge building on in, we see 0 rain chances by Thursday and Friday, and right into next weekend, we're still in the mid-90s for Saturday and Sunday. Xavier?
Oh, man, we are dog days of summer. I noticed those Thursday and Friday, no rain chances, and you happen to be off those days.
Yeah, weird, huh?
Weird how that happens, Tim Pandajis. All right, thank you, sir. Well, if you haven't downloaded the KHOU 11 Hurricane Preparedness Guide, do so now. It's got everything you need to know about preparing for a storm, including a checklist of supplies to keep handy. Just go to KHOU.com/hurricane or text that word weather to 713-526-1111.